Alright everyone, so today our lesson is on knots, and if you want to be like him, or if you're like him and you're stuck on an island, well, you will be able to get off. So our theme is Survivor, because these knots will help you survive on an island. Alright, so our objective today is to be able to tie without assistance and identify these as the following: an 8 knot, which you have to be able to tie in 5 seconds, a reef knot, which you'll have to be able to tie in 5 seconds, and a bowline, which you'll have to be able to tie in 10 seconds. Now, it seems pretty hard right now, but you'll be able to do it after we practice it over and over. So I'm going to hand out some ropes to you so that we'll all be able to practice together, and you'll be able to know exactly how to tie them and how to use these knots. Okay, so here's your show. Here you go. Alright, so the first knot that we're going to practice tying is the 8 knot. Now this knot is probably the simplest one that you'll have to know in sailing, and all of these knots actually are very important, and you'll use them every single day in rigging. So just watch with me, and then after you'll follow along and be able to do it, just so you know a little how to do it before you start. So you'll make a backwards T, making sure that you cross this side of the rope in front of the other part. So you'll make sure it crosses over in front, and then you'll take the rope behind the rope, so it sort of looks like an 8 so far. Then you'll bring it up through the loop and pull. Okay, now we're going to try this one all together, okay? So you're going to make your piece. Okay, everyone going? Good. Okay, so you're making your piece, and then you're going to cross behind, right behind here. So it looks like an 8 so far, and then you're going to put it up and through your top loop that you made right at the beginning, and you're going to pull it, and this is an 8 knot. And this 8 knot is used when you want to have a stopper knot. So it stops your jib sheets from flying through your main sheet. It keeps it stable, just because you really don't want that to fall out when you're sailing. Okay, the next knot that we're going to go over is the reef knot. Normally, it's with 2 different ropes, but today we're just going to have this one connected that it'll work. Okay, so I'm just going to show you first, and then you're going to follow along. So you're going to take your right rope and cross it over your left one, so it goes in front, and then you're going to tuck it under, just so it twists, and make sure it's still up. And then you're going to take the end that you just crossed under, so it'll be on the left rope now, and you'll cross over your right, and then under again, and you're going to pull it. So it looks just like this, just like 2 loops together. Alright, now we're going to try it again. So you take your right rope, and you cross it over your left one. So you start like this, and you cross it under, and you pull it. And then, after that, you're going to take your right rope, and cross it, your left rope, sorry. You're going to take your left rope and cross it over your right one, and then pull it under, and you're going to get your reef knot. Now, reef knot is used to join 2 ropes of the same size, not different size. Same size together, and you'll be able to tie together, and they'll be strong. Alright, now the last knot that we're going to be going over is the bowline. This is pretty tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to do. So, you make a V for bowline. You make a V, and make sure that you cross your rope in front. So this will be your rope that you don't do anything to the top part, and you're going to cross the bottom part in front of it, or else it won't work. After that, you're going to go and take your rope and put it through. So through the V that you just made, you're going to pull it, and this is actually how that's going to make the loop, so you can adjust to whatever size you want. You want it larger, smaller, however that you need. And then you're going to take that, and you're going to put it around the stem of the V, like this part, right around there. So you're going to put it around that, and then you're going to put it through the main V that you just made, the beginning V that you started with. And this will create a loop. This one's not very big, but it'll create a loop, and you can use it to tie around something. You know, it can use to tie your painter to your boat, however you want. So we're just going to go over that one again, because it's a little tricky. Alright, so we're going to do that again. And you have your rope, and now you're going to make a V. You have your V, and then after that you're going to go in through the hole, around the tree, and this is the rabbit doing this, and then you go back in the hole. So you pull it, and it will make a bowline. Okay. Now, we're just going to review and go over all of these knots again, so you're going to help me out with doing them, okay? Alright, so the 8th knot. You start with your backwards piece, and then what's your next step?
Put it around.
Around? Okay, good. Good. You put it around. Alright, and so, where do you put the rope next? Do you put it back through the loop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay. And now, what is the 8th knot used for?
Stopping knot.
Good, a stopper knot. Very good. Alright, next you have your reef knot, and we're going to go over this one again too. And so, what do? You cross them, and then what do you do next?
You flip it around.
Yeah, you put it up, and then under.
Under.
And then, what do you do with this rope?
Put it over top.
Yeah.
And flip it over.
Yeah, you put it over, and then you flip it, and that's supposed to create your reef knot. And what is a reef knot used for?
Attaching 2 ropes of the same, this way is it the same size?
Yeah, same size, definitely. Different size is a different knot, and you'll learn that later, because we'll have another knot lesson. Okay, now, for bowline. So what do? You start with your bead, and then after the bead, what do?
Put it in the bunny hole.
Yeah, the bunny goes through the hole.
Front to back.
So it goes, yeah, it goes through it, turn back. You don't want to go through it in front. You want to go through behind, through.
Runs around the tree.
So the bunny runs around the tree, yeah, goes around, and then you put it back in, and you pull it. And it should create a loop, so that's pretty good. Alright, now what is the bowline used for?
Tying things on, hang around the boat or a boat to a dock,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, you tie things on with a bowline, and so that's really good. Alright, so, good job everyone. We're going to practice this again later, and now if you guys can get rigged up to go on the water, after this I'll be teaching my water lesson. Alright.